Hi there. It's June 12th, and time for Proverbs 12. Let's jump over there. Now he's contrasting the upright and the wicked. If you'll notice, in the New American Standard, here's the chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chapters. He contrasts the upright and the wicked, and we're in the third of of the 9 chapters. So I'll fix this a little bit. That's a little too big. Okay. So we're gonna go over those real quick. I'm adjusting things here. Let's see. There we go. Alright. The good and the bad, right? The righteous and the evil. And it's a good way to teach something, you know. You teach your kids what a good person does this, a wicked person does this. So, let's get into it. Still fighting allergies, always. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge. But he who hates reproof is stupid. Do you love discipline or instruction? Okay. I like instruction better. A good man will obtain favor from the Lord, but he will condemn a man who devises evil. There are lots of people devising evil nowadays, huh? It just never ends. The devil runs the world, so. A man will not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous will not be moved. Like that. Good people always win in the end, right? 4. An excellent wife is the crown of her husband, but she who shames him is like rottenness in his bones. Excellent wife. I have an excellent wife. So, or other words they use in other versions are a virtuous wife, or virtuous wife, a wife of noble character. 5. The thoughts of the righteous are just, but the counsels of the wicked are deceitful. Do you try and think only good thoughts? Let's highlight something. It's hard to think good thoughts. You got to keep the Lord in here. Ask the Holy Spirit every time. Is this a good thought? Be surprised how things will improve if you only think good thoughts. Okay? Be thankful for everything you have and not miserable over the little thing that you can't have. 6. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright will deliver them. Right. 7. The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous will stand. We're waiting for that, aren't we? Let's put this on our walls. Frame it and put it on our wall in our office or something. 8. A man will be praised according to his insight, but one of perverse mind will be despised. Or perverse heart. His insight. What does that say over here? Just out of curiosity. That's very strange. Okay, now the New Living Translation says, everyone admires a person with good sense. And the NIV says, a man is praised according to his wisdom. And New King James, a man will be commended according to his wisdom. According to his wisdom. Okay? Now I know the New American Standard, which we're using, is one of the most accurate word for word back to the original Hebrew But they all basically say the same thing, right? A man is praised or commended according to his wisdom or insight. Yeah? But one a perverse mind or heart will be despised. Yeah. There are some people that everybody just despises. Right? Better is he who is lightly esteemed and has a servant than he who honors himself and lacks bread. Has a servant. Well, we don't have servants nowadays, but most of us are servants, right? But you shouldn't honor yourself. Honor yourself and lacks bread. Right? Let's highlight that just for kicks. You know, these people that have this facade, you know, they want you to think they're rich and have everything, and they drive a great big car and use an expensive cell phone and fancy clothes and hair and makeup, but they can't afford groceries, okay, because they're so, you know, it's better to be lightly esteemed. But that goes on. You care what people you don't even know think of you, and they will never meet you, and truth of the matter is, they don't care, okay? As soon as you turn the corner, you're completely out of their mind, and they don't care anymore. Okay, 10, a righteous man has regard for the life of his animal, but even the compassion of the wicked is cruel. I always love this verse. If you want to tell how a person is, their very nature, watch how they treat animals, okay? And if you want to tell the nature of a person, watch how animals treat them, because animals know, okay? It's amazing. You know, there's a saying, I would not trust a person who doesn't like my dog, but I will trust my dog who does not like a person. Okay? So, yeah. A righteous man has regard for the life of his animals, but even the compassion of the wicked is cruel. Okay? Just pretend. 11. He who tills his land will have plenty of bread, but he who pursues worthless things lacks sense. Dreamers. There you go. Dreamers. How many people you know are just dreamers, right? Dreamers. We could talk about that for a while. Maybe we will. 12. The wicked man desires the booty of evil men. The booty. I like that. The net. But the root of the righteous yields fruit. Right. An evil man is ensnared by the transgression of his lips, but the righteous will escape from trouble. Yeah, that's important too. Literally, in the transgression of the lips is an evil snare. We're going to highlight that. If you always tell the truth, you never have to remember anything. Okay? Mark Twain said that. Samuel Clemens, or whoever you happen to know him as. If you start with a small lie, you have to keep telling lies, and you build up this house of cards. All right, so any one little lie that's found out, and the whole thing will come tumbling down. So, the evil man is ensnared by the transgression of his lips from telling lies. And the righteous escape from trouble, because if you never tell a lie, you don't have to remember anything. You know, it's just that simple. Okay, 14. A man will be satisfied with good by the fruit of his words, or his mouth. And the deeds of a man's hands will return to him. Okay? Say only good things. Say nice things. Nice things will come to you. Okay? It's very important to don't tear anybody down. You can always find something positive to say about everybody that you come across. Okay? and your good deeds will return to you. Evil deeds will also return to you. The deeds of a man's hands will return to him. We're going to highlight this whole chapter, okay? 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man is he who listens to counsel. Get advice. Get advice. That's why my wife, if she wants to know how to cook something, she's not going to, well, I think this is how it goes. She's going to go on the internet and she's going to watch professionals and people that have, whatever she's trying to make. If she's trying to make a certain kind of bread or a certain meal, she's going to go online and she's going to find a professional that's done it, and she's going to watch the video and she's going to listen to him and she's going to pick up tips. Okay? It should be that way with everybody should always, don't just go, blundering ahead. Get wise counsel. Even if it's something as simple as something you've never prepared before. Okay? 16. A fool's anger is known at once, but a prudent man conceals dishonor. Right. Keep your mouth shut. Okay. Some fools get angry instantly and lash out at things. Keep your mouth shut. What is this? Breathes truth. He who speaks truth tells what is right. Oh, that's 17. He who speaks truth tells what is right, but a false witness, deceit. Right. Speak the truth. There's a lot of lies going on nowadays, just blatant lies. And the truth is being covered up. You need to speak it anyways. Speak the truth, even if your voice shakes. Speak the truth. Yeah, that was 17. We talked about it, so I need to highlight it. 18. There is one who speaks rashly, like the thrusts of a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Some people can tear you down with their words. Okay? They are just like sword thrust. Words can break bones. Okay? Anything you say should bring healing. Okay? Say nice things. Make people feel better. Make them smile. And it's not wise things to say to a homeless person sitting in the gutter. Well, be thankful you got two legs. You're not like some of these guys. That's not a wise thing to say. Okay, not a wise thing to say. But brings healing. 19. Truthful lips will be established forever, but a lying tongue is only for a moment. 20. Deceit is in the heart of those who devise evil, but counselors of peace have joy. You want joy? Be a counselor of peace. How do you be a counselor of peace? Always speak the truth. Always say kind things. You could find something to compliment about every person you walk across. Something to make them feel better. 21. No harm befalls the righteous, but the wicked are filled with trouble. They don't show it on the outside, but on the inside they're panicking and worried. They are constantly looking over their shoulder, thinking they are going to be found out. That includes all the people on the internet and in the government, and they're doing wicked stuff. Inside they're panicking. Okay, they're filled with trouble. 22. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. Got that? But those who deal faithfully are his delight. Okay? We're talking about lies. Don't lie. A prudent man, a prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of a fool proclaims folly. Sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut. Okay? It's better to just not say anything and just let it slide. I mean, if they ask you directly, and you can humbly answer a little bit. I've done that before. Okay. The heart of fools proclaims their foolishness. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do this on the internet for fun, to get a laugh, to be comedians. 24, the hand of the diligent will rule, but the slack hand will be put to forced labor. You're a lazy person, somebody's going to force you to work. Diligent, always do the same thing. Let's do this. Having or showing care and conscientiousness, that's a big word, huh? In one's work or duties. Or the other. Yeah, I want you to go to websites. But I don't want to go to websites. Well, yeah. Caring, conscientious, diligent to me means to do the same thing every time, all the time, never change. That's also integrity. But the diligent is somebody who will not quit. They will stay there until the job is finished. Not a lot of people do that, but there are a few, and they are the diligent. And in my business, well, I would always hire a diligent person over somebody who works really, really fast. And, it's like hiring the tortoise over the hare, because you never know where the hare is going to be. And the tortoise is always working, he's doing his job. Even if it's slow, the job will be complete. Okay. 25. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word makes it glad. What was I saying? Say nice things, okay? Just say nice things. Find something good to say about every person. 28. 6. The righteous is a guide to his neighbor, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. Right? 27. A lazy man does not roast his prey, but the precious possession of a man is diligence. A lazy man does not roast, or it could be catch his prey. Let's see what that says over here in the NLT. 27, right? Yeah. Lazy people don't even catch the game, don't even cook the game they catch, but the diligent make use of everything they find. Doesn't roast his game. Doesn't roast his game. Yeah. A lazy man does not roast his prey, the food they catch. But the precious possession of a man is diligence. That's weird. But the diligent make use of everything they have. Okay? All their possessions. So, yeah. That's true, I guess. I've never known anybody so lazy they won't even cook the food they catch, but they're out there, I suppose. And 28. In the way of righteousness is life, and in its pathway there is no death. Right? There is no death in righteousness. Okay, so there you go. That's Proverbs 12. We highlighted a bunch of stuff. Okay. And you could just take the good half of these and put it all together, and you'd have an incredible book of what the righteous person does, right? Highlighted 5. The thoughts of the righteous are just, but the counsels of the wicked are deceitful. Right? Think good thoughts. Right? Think good thoughts. That means don't get even with people who wrong you. Okay? Think good thoughts. The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous will stand. Right? The house of the righteous will stand. It's just, I just say we could take that and print it out and put it on the wall. And this is our Proverbs. The wicked will be overthrown, will be no more, but the house of the righteous will stand. Okay? Well, it's hard to do when you live in a world run by the devil, but not impossible because God created everything. Okay, highlighted part of 9. Better is he who is lightly esteemed and has a servant than he who honors himself and lacks bread. It's like people today. Driving big cars and big phones. They're trying to impress people. They're honoring themselves by trying to impress other people they don't even know by driving big cars. And they don't want you to know the truth, so they're going to stay away from. They're going to back off from you. Okay, but it's called a facade. Look up facade, and that's what most people are today, a facade. Okay, we highlighted 10. We highlighted a bunch of stuff. A righteous man has regard for the life of his animal, but even the compassion of the wicked is cruel. Some people with cruel, evil people who pretend to have compassion. They're trying to help kids in Africa when secretly they're just trying to get money. Okay? That's the compassion of the wicked. According to American law, if you have a nonprofit, you can claim up to 96% of that for office expenses. So a lot of these nonprofits you give to, it's going in somebody's pocket and not actually helping. You only have to do like 4%. Okay? That's the compassion of the wicked, and that's cruel. Okay? I'm not going to name any names, but there are most nonprofits, if you can. And they have to publish. They have to publish their expenses, so you can tell. Look up anything you give money to. Yeah. Okay, we highlighted 11. He who tills his land will have plenty of bread. He who pursues worthless things lacks sense or heart. Yeah. Work for your food. And no matter what your job, if you work diligently, the Lord will see to it that you have enough. He will. Okay? You have to ask him. Give to the poor. Even if you are poor, give anyways, and the Lord rewards you with more than you gave every single time. Okay, 13 we highlight. An evil man is ensnared by the transgression of his lips, but the righteous will escape from trouble. Right? People tell lies. You have to always tell a lie to cover another lie. And pretty soon there are so many lies you can't keep them straight, and your house of cards will fall. Right? The righteous will escape from trouble. You never tell a lie. You don't have to remember anything. Right? 14, a man will be satisfied with good by the fruit of his words. Yeah? And the deeds of a man's hands will return to him. What you do will come back to you. If you give good, it will come back to you. If you give evil, it will come back to you. Okay? If you say only good things, the fruit of your words will come back to you. Okay? If you say evil things, the fruit of your words will come back to you. Okay? Important stuff. And we highlighted 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man is he who listens to counsel. Right? Get advice. If you want to do something you've never done before, check with somebody who's done it. It's so easy to do that on the internet now because everybody makes videos, okay? Let me show you how to sharpen a chainsaw. So I've never sharpened a chainsaw, but my chainsaw needs sharpened. I'm not going to guess and just go blundering. You could hurt yourself, okay? Well, yeah. But some of the fool, they're saying, man, I know. You can't tell me anything. The people that never read the directions, right? Okay, 17. He who speaks the truth tells what is right, but a false witness, deceit. Always tell the truth. That's easy. Okay. The tongue of the wise brings healing. One who speaks rashly is like thrusts of a sword. You say bad things that hurt people. Or you can say good things, nice things that bring healing. That's good stuff. All right. Deceit is in the heart of those who devise evil, but counselors have peace. Counselors of peace have joy. Now, what does that say over here? Joy fills the heart who is planning peace. That's NLT. Yeah, promote peace. Those who promote peace. Counselors of peace. Counselors of peace. All right. Be a counselor of peace. Okay, we highlighted 23. A prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaims folly. That's being humble. Okay, if you know how to do something and they're not asking for your advice, don't give it. Okay, just go. A prudent man conceals knowledge. You know that way. If they ask you, then fine. But heart of fools proclaims folly. Let me show you how to do that. And when you really don't know. Okay. And the person you might be talking to might be a seasoned expert. So. And we highlighted 25. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word makes it glad. You can find somebody that's having anxiety and say good things. And that's not to be thankful. You got a house and you got a car and you got this and you got that. That's not, no. Instead of that kind of stuff, a good word, you could say, you know what? You helped me out with something a while back, and that made such a difference in my life. I mean, it just, man, if you weren't there, man, I don't know what I'd have done. Praise their deeds. And it makes people, it's a good word. It makes you feel better. Okay? It always makes me feel better when someone comes up to me and says, you know what? A long time ago, you had a word for me. Or you helped me do something. Or, you bought my kids a pair of shoes. Or you gave me a car. I don't know what I'd have done without you. And, that makes you feel good. So, there you have it. That's Proverbs 12. Good and the bad. And there's like I said, there's like 9 or 10 chapters where they're contrasting the upright and the wicked, or the good and the bad, the evil and the righteous. So, we'll keep that up for a few days to finish it. It's interesting doing different versions, and I keep another parallel Bible over here. You can see the edge of it. It's got it has 4 versions in it. Okay, but I check and just see how people say things. They're all good translations, but they say things differently. Okay, so stay tuned later today. We're still in 1 Kings and 2 Chronicles. They will basically tell the same story of Solomon. And we're studying Solomon now through the Bible in a year. We're on day 164, I believe. So there you have it. Until later on, give us a like if you think about it. But keep coming back, and we'll keep doing this. See you later.